Yeah, so today I'm going to be doing a little bit different video, not couponing related. I do want to put a disclaimer out there that I was not sponsored to do this video. I did this all on my own and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm all about saving money, and I also am really trying to collect gift cards, and I'll explain that to you in a second, to save for a Disney trip, because I'm a huge Disney fan, and I'm just really trying to save as much money as I can so we can go on a Disney trip. There is a website called swagbucks.com. I'm sure you've heard of it. If not, please go check it out. Basically, it's a site that you can do like surveys, and you can do different things to earn points, and you can turn those points into gift cards. So I am a member of Swagbucks, and there's different ways that you can earn points. You can also earn points by not only doing surveys and stuff like that, but you can like buy items and you get points for it. Kind of like Ebates. Like when you go through Ebates to purchase things, you get a percentage back. In this case, you're getting points back, and then you can use those points to get gift cards. So you can do something like that. So the deal that was going on, one day when I was searching through Swagbucks, was on a company called Home Chef. I'm just going to show you this really quick, you guys. It's called Home Chef. Hopefully you guys can see it. And so it's kind of like those meal delivery services like HelloFresh, Blue Apron, all of those. And the deal was, on your first, if you try it out, if you try Home Fresh, you're going to get 40,000 Swagbucks, which 40,000 Swagbucks is $40 worth of a gift card. And so I was like, $40 is pretty good. However, I know these home delivery services are really expensive. Let me see if it's worth it. Well, Home Chef was having a promotion. It was like $30 off or something on your first trial. So I got 2 meals for the week for 2 people, and I paid $19.99. And I got $40 worth of gift cards. So it was a $20 money maker for me to get this. And I can cancel at any time. So I'm trying it out for this week, and I'm just gonna cancel it. So it's fine. I made 20 bucks on this. This is a great idea. So check that out, you guys. You can try things like this, and if it's worth it to try it out, I did spend $20 out of pocket. However, I'm getting $40 worth of points. That's going to get me a gift card, and I could even, I think, transfer it to PayPal as well. So, initially up front, you're investing $20, but I'm going to get $20 back from it. $20 more back from it. So it was an amazing deal. So I tried it out, and it worked great for me. If you want more information on Swagbucks, I'm going to leave a link below on how to enter Swagbucks. You can go through my referral code, I believe. So I'll leave that down below for you. Okay, so the video is not about Swagbucks, but I just want to tell you how good of a deal is and how you can kind of save money sometimes. So I am going to show you guys how my experience with Home Chef, how it worked, if I liked it, me cooking it, seeing if it's even good, if it's fresh food or not. I did cook this yesterday, so I'm just filming this today for you guys. I will tell you that I did like the meal I cooked. My husband, not so much. He loved the main course, like he loved the main entree. The side dish is what he wasn't too crazy about, and I'll explain that in a second. So the meal, I think I explained this when I'm cooking, but the meal I'm doing, or I did, is this one here. It's the lemon pepper stillhead trout, and it's with like a couscous, Mediterranean couscous. So it has feta and Kalamata olives with like a vinaigrette. So this is how the picture looks. My dish pretty much came out like this. I'll probably insert a picture right now. Okay, so yeah, it looked pretty much like it, right? So as far as that sense, they capture it pretty well. I think it had more olives. The picture has more olives than I got, so that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys how I make the whole thing. I'm gonna just insert it here in a second, how I did the whole thing. But before I leave you guys, I'm just gonna let you know it was easy to make. It was easy to follow. All the directions are right here. It was easy to follow the directions. It tasted great. So my husband loved the flavor of the fish. I love the flavor of the fish. I felt like it was really fresh. The couscous, he's not a big fan of vinegar, and it's like a white balsamic vinegar dressing, like a vinaigrette. So that's what he wasn't a fan of. He liked couscous. He just didn't like the flavor, profile. So that was the only thing. I personally love Mediterranean anything since I am Armenian. So, it's in my blood, but I enjoyed it. So overall, really good experience. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into it and show you guys how I make it. Hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. All right, everyone, so the dish that I'm gonna be making today is this one right over here. It's the lemon pepper stillhead trout. So they do give you these little binder inserts, and the directions are in the back. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pretty much follow the directions how it's supposed to be. So the first thing it's gonna have me do is make the couscous. Just to show you guys really quick, everything comes packaged. So this is the package, this is how it comes. It's labeled as well, as you can see. This is for the lemon pepper steelhead trout. And then here are the two trouts. So trout does look like salmon. It's a very close relative of salmon, but it's not salmon, this is trout. So, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of get going here. So I'm just gonna unwrap this, or I should say just unpackage it. So this is everything. It's nice that everything is pre-portioned. That's always a good thing. Okay, so this is my couscous, which I'm going to be boiling. I have a pot of water boiling right now, and I do have a small saucepan, or yeah, just a pan that I'm going to be cooking the trout in. Now it does say oven safe pan, so you can transfer it to your oven. I don't have one, so I'm just going to transfer it to a baking dish, and I'll show you guys that in a second. So I'm boiling water. It's going to have me add the couscous. This will cook for about 7 to 10 minutes. And then I'm going to drain this under cold water. So let's get going here. I think I am missing something, you guys. I'm supposed to have, oh, these are, oh, never mind, these are my olives. So these are my olives. So it says to just cut them into 1/4 slices. My hands are washed. I just washed them, you guys. So don't get, you know, crazy on me. So just little slices. Smells really good. My olives, and then it also says to stem out my oregano and coarsely chop it. So I will be doing that. So, oh my god, it smells so good, you guys. Actually, it seems pretty fresh. The oregano could have been a little, I feel like it could have been a little fresher, but for the most part, it's still pretty fresh. It's fragrant. It has still a nice green color, so it's not like it was, you know, dry or browned out and dead. So that's kind of a nice thing. The leaves are a little bit soft, so they probably could have been just a little fresher, but not too bad. So let me give this a nice rough chop. This is not the right knife to use either, you guys, but it's just what I have on hand. So we're going to work with it. Alright. Okay. There we go. So that's done. Now I'm going to wash these, rinse them, I'm sorry, and then pat them dry. So I'm going to get a plate out. Sorry, you guys. I'm going to get a plate out and wash these. Okay guys, so it is completely washed and patted dry. This one does seem to be a little mangled. I don't know if that was because of packaging or what. This fillet is nice. If you can tell, this fillet not so nice, but it is what it is, so we're trying it out. So that's this right here. Let's see if I could. Okay, that's fine. So now we're doing, oh, my water is actually boiling, you guys, so I'm going to be dumping in the couscous right now. Okay, and let's see here. So now I'm going to make the dressing. So I'm going to get a small bowl. Move this, you guys. So for the vinaigrette, we're going to do the white balsamic, honey, and oregano. So this is the white balsamic. Oh, it smells good. White balsamic. My honey. So this is my honey right here. I'm just gonna cut it open. Oh, a little bit more. Okay. Put this in, and then the oregano. And it says reserve a pinch for garnish as far as the oregano. So I'm going to leave a little bit off to the side. Sorry you guys, the couscous was going a little crazy on me. Keep an eye on that. Alright, so I have the honey in here, the white balsamic, and then I'm going to put in the oregano, and I'm going to leave some for garnishing. So I'll leave about that much for garnishing, if you guys can see. And then we're going to do 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and a pinch of pepper. So I'm going to add those in. Those are the ingredients that you have to have on hand. You know, it's not included with this. So just keep that in mind. So I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to add based off of my preference. And I like more, me and Robert both like more pepper than we do salt. So I'm adding very little salt. Mostly pepper. And then the olive oil. Alright, and then 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So adding that right in there. Alrighty. That is it. So then I'm just going to mix it, and then I'm going to set it aside. Alright, so it does say to set aside 2 teaspoons, I'm sorry, for garnishing the trout once it's cooked. So I'm just going, what I'm going to do is just put it back in the 1 tablespoon. Let me just get this real nice and combined. Okay, so I'm just going to put the reserve in here, you guys. And that should be good. So 1, 2. I didn't do a full one of these. I know this is a tablespoon. I just did about half. So this should be about 2 teaspoons here. So I will put this off to the side. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and cook the trout. So I am going to set my pan to medium-high heat, and then I'm going to add a teaspoon of olive oil onto the pan. So I'll bring you guys with me in just a second. Okay guys, so my couscous is actually just about done, so I am going to drain it. I'm going to drain it in a mesh strainer and then just let it sit to cool. I am going to rinse it with cold water as well, just to stop the cooking process and also get it a little bit cold, since it is a salad more so than, you know, cooked pasta or anything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you guys the next step. Okay guys, so I just rinsed it, and I rinsed it with cold water, and then I just have it in the pan it is, like that I cooked it in, just so it can drain and rinse. So now moving on right over here, I do have a pan on medium-high heat. I had to cool it down just a little because it was pretty hot. And then we are going to put the trout skin side down, so skin up. So let's go ahead and do that. You want to hear a nice sizzle. So here we go. Like that. You want that skin to get super crispy. I'm actually going to move this because, there we go. And same with this one. There you go. That means the skin is going to be nice and crispy, you guys. I really don't like that one right there. It looks so mangled, but Robert will get the good one. I'll get the mangled one. Because I'm such a nice wife. So these are going to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. It's going to get a little bit of brown. And then we'll go from there. It's smelling really good already, you guys. Alright, you guys, so I did flip it over. The instructions actually says to put skin side down first. Skin side up first. I usually do skin side down first because that's what gets that crispiness when it's really hot. So I still did it that way, and then I just got, like, for about a minute, I let it crisp a little, and then I turned it over the way they wanted it. So they did provide seasoning as well, so looks like that. And I seasoned a little bit of the skin too, just in case we want to eat the skin. Me and Robert usually don't eat the skin, but there's a lot of seasoning here, so it'll be perfectly fine. So it's been about I would say at least 2 minutes. So I am going to flip it over. Now this pan, I don't have a regular pan, I just have a skillet that's oven safe, but I didn't want to bring out my skillet for 2 pieces of fish. So I'm going to put it on a baking sheet with aluminum foil. So I'm going to go ahead and just transfer these, you guys, okay? So give me 1 second. Alright, you guys, so I did put them on this baking sheet with aluminum foil, skin side down, and I am going to season the tops. And if I didn't mention in the beginning, you do want your oven preheated to 450 degrees. Sorry, you guys, I don't know why I keep saying This is my first time, like, cooking, really, like, videotape myself cooking, so I need to get used to that. Alright, so let me just check if my oven is ready, and then we'll pop these in. Alright, so I have that dressing that I made previously into a larger bowl just so I can mix everything together. So here's my couscous. I'm just going to go ahead and dump it all in. Couscous does get a little bit sticky like pasta does. So just be careful with that. Sorry, you guys. I'm going to try to do this the best that I can. Sorry, you guys, it's shaky. I'm trying. You guys like to feel like you're on a roller coaster, right? Alright, you guys, sorry about that. So there we go. The couscous is now in there with the vinaigrette. I'm going to add in the olives, and then I'm going to add in the feta cheese, which also came in a bag just like this. Also, the olives had a little bit of juice. I'm actually going to add a little bit of that in here too, just to give it even more depth of flavor. So I will be doing that as well. So I'll just show you guys once it's done. Okay, so everything's in here. I did cut up the Kalamata olives just a little bit smaller. It smells so good, and the fish in the oven smells even more good, everyone. I mean, I'm telling you, this smells really good. So far, I haven't seen any real issues as far as the quality of food from looking at it. As far as the taste, that's going to be a different story. But as far as, you know, how it looks, everything looks good. The only thing, like I said, was that one fillet of fish that was a little bit mangled. Not too bad, but it was a little bit, you know, broken. And then the oregano was a little bit on the soft side. It wasn't like a nice crisp fresh green. It was a little bit, you know, getting a little soft. So probably could have, like a day or two earlier would have been nice to get that. Alright, you guys, so this does smell really good though. And I haven't added the olive, that olive remaining juice yet, because I want to taste it just to see if it's enough flavor or if I want to add a little bit. So taste test. Oh my goodness, that's so good. You know what? The olives give it a nice saltiness, and the feta cheese a nice creaminess. The pasta itself is nice and creamy as well. I'm sorry, the couscous. What am I talking about? The couscous mixed with all of the dressing, it even has a nice creaminess to it. The oregano gives a nice freshness. The honey balances out the tartness of the olives. Oh my goodness, this is good. I don't think I'm going to add the olive juice after all, you guys. I think the olives in here give it a great flavor, and I don't want to have an overwhelming olive taste. So this is the couscous. I'm going to take the, actually, let's go ahead and take it. If you heard the beeper, that was because the fish is done. So my fish is done. If you can hear it sizzling, doesn't that sound so good? Like sizzling fish. There it is, you guys. Oh, it looks so good. Okay. So I'm going to just put this down. There it is. It's still sizzling. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm going to plate this, you guys, and then I'll show you how it looks. Alright everyone, so this is how it looks. It looks so good. I'm excited. So I just drizzled the remaining vinaigrette onto the trout, and then I sprinkled the remaining oregano as well onto the trout. And I mixed up the couscous, so there it goes. Alright you guys, have a great day.